What's up? I'm Meg.
I'm La.
And we're somebody's unhinged sister. We're back. It's been like a month.
Has it been that long?
I think so.
I thought it was like
Maybe.
2 weeks.
No, I think it's been 3 weeks.
Dang.
So somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
2 to 4 weeks. We don't know. How's school?
Awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
could've
it's really
told you
not
that.
awful. It's just
It's not awful.
constant busy work.
Yeah.
And because it's online, I've probably said this before, but like in class, when you have in-person classes, you go, you're there for the hour or whatever. You do it. You can do that in that hour. And then like you're done. You might have a little bit of homework. But with online, I swear they just give you busy work.
Yeah. Just make sure you're doing it.
Yeah, because you have, like, it's not like you're just there for an hour and then, you know, whatever you don't get to, whatever. Because it's like you have the whole week to do, you know, the work they gave you. And it's so much. But I'm on spring break this week, and I'm halfway through. So
Good.
I only have, I think, like 8 weeks left.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like you just started.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you
first week
did.
of January.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like 8 weeks in. I have this week off and then 8 weeks left, and I'll be done.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
But you have spring break, so.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we said we were going to go get ice cream. Have you seen the new Dairy Queen thing?
No.
It's blue. It's like Cookie Monster, cookies and cream dipped in blue chocolate of some sort.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I've seen people eating it like on TikTok or
Yeah,
something.
that's where I saw it, and I was like, that looks good.
Wendy's has a Thin Mints Frosty right now.
Do they?
Yeah.
For St. Patty's?
I think just like Girl Scout
Oh,
season.
it's not green.
Yeah.
It's not green?
Yeah, no.
Oh, in my head it was green.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Oh, I love mint ice cream. I love mint everything.
Yeah, me too.
Mhm.
And have you tried the have you ever had the Shamrock shake that McDonald's does for St. Patrick's Day?
No.
It's good.
I
It's
don't
like
do
it's mint. It's
milkshakes.
like vanilla mint. Oh,
I
so
could eat
good.
it with a spoon, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you? I think I sent you the TikTok of the girl that literally was trying to say Shamrock Shake and
Yeah.
could not say it.
Yeah,
like it,
having
she
an
just
absolute stroke.
that cracked me up so much. I don't know why. It was so funny.
It was crazy.
But no, I've never had that. I'm not a milkshake person because of the lukewarm. No, when you drink it, I've explained this. I think I don't know if I have one here or not.
Yeah, you have.
Have I?
Yeah.
It's so sick, and my brother gets them everywhere we go. I'm like, that is sickening. Ugh, I can't do it. I'm convinced my house is haunted for reals.
It is. Yeah.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
like, it just keeps getting more haunted, I think.
Right. What happened?
Okay, so I had in my notes already that, and this wasn't even at my house. This was just my kid being super weird. So,
Which kid?
Jet.
Okay, yeah.
So we dropped, yeah, they're both weird, but we dropped Jex off at school.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a few houses on the road that her school's on. And there's never anybody at any of those houses ever. And I'm not going to triangulate.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, yeah,
Sure.
that sounded like a word. But there's also something else that's near there that's kind of like, anywho, there's just another place, another building there. There's not ever really anyone there at the time that we go to drop her off.
Mm-hmm.
And we go by that street, and I stop at the stop sign, and Jet goes, "Did you see that old grandpa waving at me?" I said, "Excuse me?" And so I like look, cause like at the stop sign you can see all of the houses,
Yeah.
and I was like, no, I didn't. And if it like there's only that side, the other side is just like woods and stuff. Like there's nothing there.
Yeah.
And I said, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "That old grandpa back there waved at me." I said, "Okay, cool."
Mm-hmm.
So then he freaks out for like a week straight because he has to sleep in my room and I'm not a co-sleeper. I don't like to do that because my bed is not big enough for all of us. But he said that there's no monsters in my room, only in his and Sissy's room. Yeah. I said, "Fun. Cool." He still hears drums.
Mm-hmm.
That's still a thing. And then last night, Jex apparently had a bad dream, but she didn't come to my room. She like told me this morning.
Yeah.
And I said, "What was it about?" And she said that her and Jet were looking in her mirror in her room in the dream.
Mm-hmm.
In the dream, they're in her room looking in her mirror. And she said Jet's reflection didn't look like him. And I was like, "What's that mean?" And she was like, "I looked like me in my reflection, but Jet didn't look like him.
Dude,
it was
you
him."
need to take him to a priest
I
or
know.
something.
And I said, "Okay, what happened?" And she was like, "And then he came out of the mirror and tried to hurt us." And I said, "Oh, okay." Okay.
Yeah.
So there's that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, you
I don't-
need to get him checked out. Like, he might need an exorcism.
Like, is anyone doing those anymore? Can you just come do a quick exorcism on my child? Yeah, I don't know. But I was like talking to Tony about it, and she was like, well, yeah, you remember Jack saw the little girl with the black hair in the wall? And I was like, yeah, but she hasn't talked about her in a long time.
Yeah.
Now it's Jet is hearing drums.
Mm-hmm.
And her husband brought up a good point. Is it like Jumanji drums or like Green Day drums? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, he said just like this.
Yeah. I was like, just drums. They're like knocking. I don't know.
That's what he told me.
Yeah. I said, so there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. See, that's why kids are kind of scary.
Kids
because
are so terrifying.
they're susceptible to stuff that we're not.
So terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Anyway. Remind me after this to tell you about a dream that Tony had, but I'm not going to put her business out there
Okay.
without her permission.
Yeah.
But if she gives me permission, I will tell everyone because it was amazing. Also, I have several. My notes are just unhinged. Do you know who this is?
Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Yeah, on a catwalk. On a catwalk.
He's
Is your dad trying to get on our podcast?
He's a model now?
Apparently.
Huh.
This was on, this tells you how long it's been since we recorded. Hold on, let me see if I have the date on here. Oh, no, I don't. I didn't screenshot the date. He was wearing Tom Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you say that?
I guess.
I don't know. It's not spelled like that, but that's what it looks like. Anyhoozle, he was wearing that on a fashion show for New York Fashion Week.
Honestly, I don't know if this is rude to say.
Say it.
I feel like it's impressive that he's still alive because I feel like he was old, like...
He's 69.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
God, see, I feel like he was, old back when we used to watch Bill Nye the Science Guy in, like, middle school and everything.
Literally, me and your brother, well, I married your brother, the one I didn't marry.
Yeah.
We were talking about this tennis coach that we used to, like, know, like a tennis pro that was at one of the courts we always used to play at. And I mentioned him the other day, and I was like, is he still alive? And he's like, yeah, like, he's still there. I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, I was like, he's like 105. And he's like, no. I was like, was he not the oldest person in the world when we played there?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, but he's like beat cancer twice and is like still kicking. I was like, that's insane.
It's crazy how some old people are just
just
old
old.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Bill
people
Nye.
from childhood are still just old.
Also on the screenshots, I think I have only one more screenshot. I just needed you to see this picture of Elvis because it gave me the ick so hard. I'm sorry.
Is it the string on the hat?
Yeah, it's just a lot of things in this picture going on. Elvis is on a horse. I don't know if y'all can see it. You can't, but the hat was just really giving me something I couldn't shake.
Yeah, it looks like a hat he got out of a kid's section. Because you
That's
know
what
how
someone
kids,
said.
yeah, they have the strap to keep it on their head.
Oh, someone commented that on the thing, and I was like, oh no. Yeah, but I don't know, because you like Elvis.
I went to my aunt's camper at the lake this past weekend, and we were like riding around on the golf cart and stuff like that. And there's this one camper, I think he lives there full time, but it's like on a corner. He has a really nice lot. The grass is always perfectly mowed. Like, he has a really good setup. And I noticed yesterday it says like Elvis Presley like Boulevard or something like that, like on his. And I was
that's
like,
cool.
Yeah, I guess
you think
he's
it's him?
an Elvis fan. Is it?
Is
No,
it
it
him?
looks absolutely nothing like Elvis ever would.
My grandma is convinced that the preacher is him.
I think a lot of people
like
are
convinced. And
Yeah.
I even put out the other theory about the twin being in the hospital thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, it's the preacher.
Yeah,
And I mean, and I think did she see him in concert? I'm pretty sure she saw him in concert.
that's cool.
So yeah, maybe. I could have just lied completely just then, but
my mom was supposed to see Elvis and like sold her ticket to like her Aunt Pam that day and like
Oh,
didn't
that's
go.
sad.
And I was like, why would you do
yeah,
that?
why would you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Oh, speaking of famous people, Kurt Cobain and Tony Hawk's kids have a kid.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I did,
Yeah.
but I didn't know if we brought it up here or not. I couldn't remember.
We've never talked about it here, but like it recently has been blowing up on the internet because I guess people didn't realize.
Well, I knew when it happened because Tony Hawk had posted that his grandson was here, and then I started like deep diving,
yeah.
and I was like, hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Who is his daughter-in-law?
Yeah.
What? And that's wild.
I only knew because I've always followed her. I think she's like literally the most gorgeous person ever.
Yeah, she is.
So I remember like whenever it first happened
insane
and
to
stuff.
me.
But yeah, honestly, that's like, I mean, that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Having your grandparents are Tony Hawk
Yeah.
and Kurt Cobain.
Yeah. And did you see the thing? I think I shared it to my story the other day where in 91, It's like October 6th of 91 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Hawk went to
Mm-hmm.
a Nirvana concert,
Yeah.
and he like got general admission. It was like $6
Yeah.
or something crazy. And I was like, that's just like full circle.
Yeah. No, isn't
That's
that a wild
insane.
thought to think you're at a concert of a band that you love and then not knowing that in the future you're going to share a grandchild together?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
Too bad a legend. Never mind.
Here's something that someone I never knew was married. You know Millie Bobby Brown from,
Yeah.
I think that's her name,
She
from
looks like
Stranger
Tana
Things?
now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that. I literally
Mhm.
seen a picture with her blonde hair and I was like, that's Tana.
Yeah.
She's married. I did not know that.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
don't know her husband.
Yeah. Her husband is
I can look it up.
what's the name?
Millie. I don't know who. I know, like, I've seen the pictures, but I don't know who
Yeah,
he is.
he's I can't think of
Jake Bon something. Bongivi.
Yeah, Bon Jovi. His dad is a musician. What is his name? I'm having a brain fart.
Not Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
John Bon Jovi is his dad. That can't be right. This guy's British, isn't he? Oh no, he's American. Who's your dad? It is John Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
John Bon Jovi
Yeah.
is Millie Bobby Brown's father-in-law.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Yeah. I just think it's crazy that she's married because she's only 21, which, like, I got married at 22, but I live in a small town.
She's only 21.
Yeah, she's 21 years old
She looks
and
fantastic.
married. And, like, around here, that's normal. But, like, in L.A., I feel like that's insane to get married that young. Like, most people in L.A. are in their 40s and not married yet. Like, that's wild.
That's her husband.
Mm-hmm.
He's got nice cheekbones.
Yeah.
Love a cheekbone. Speaking of famous people, I watched this show, and I think you said you couldn't get it or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. It has thrown me for a loop about life in general. The Curious Case of is what the show is called. There was an original one called The Curious Case of so and so. Whatever. It was just about one person, right? But I guess they did a spin-off to like do multiple cases and multiple weird things that have been going on. Like they covered the what's the woman that just got arrested for like abusing her children, but she was like having a podcast and a YouTube channel.
Oh, God, I have no clue.
Don't watch
The blonde girl?
Yes.
I've seen, like, little clips on
I
TikTok
can't
of
watch
her, like,
any of
yelling
her
at her
stuff.
kids, but yeah,
I can't go into that, so I did skip that episode.
Yeah.
But the first episode is about Bam, and it is the craziest thing in the world because it started out being about him, and then it just ventured off into something totally not even related to him at all.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole purpose of this show is to like bring awareness to like these weird cases that are going on.
Yeah.
Whatever. And so it's talking about how he went off the deep end
Right.
and had to go into like rehab and do all of these things. And while he was there, his family put him under a guardianship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which is different than what Brittany was in. That was, what do you call that?
A conservatorship
Yeah.
or whatever.
They're
Yeah.
different things apparently, but they really kind of do the same.
Mhm.
Whatever. Anyway, so he's in this guardianship with this chick, and her name's Lima.
Mm-hmm.
She's young. She has had work done. You can tell she's had money, or at one point had money, or has money, whatever. She has invented this thing where, like, it's rehab, but you wear the, what do you call those things? The
virtual reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she controls your virtual reality.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
Well, yeah, I couldn't even do that if I was controlling it.
Yeah. I already feel like someone's on a laptop, like, controlling me.
Gross. Sick. So if I'm picking up on this correctly, which I could not have been because I was so like, what is happening? She has brought people in, and she brought this one woman in. I'm pretty sure her name was Amanda. I think her name was Amanda, who was addicted to crack.
Right.
Brings her in off the streets, puts her in this thing where she's having to put her in these like triggering situations, and she's like talking her through how to overcome them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how that works, but whatever. Apparently it worked. Okay. Supposedly Amanda got clean for X amount of months, and she was staying there. But see, she's staying at this facility. So I'm like, well, of course she can't get drugs. She said, whatever.
Yeah.
Lima swears it's the virtual reality thing that's doing it. Amanda dies.
Mm-hmm.
Like one morning she just doesn't wake up.
Hmm.
She's young. She's like in her 20s. Lima then gets on her YouTube channel and is like, she had a seizure. She's reading a piece of paper, and you can't tell what the paper is.
She got on her own YouTube channel?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because she's doing all this on YouTube.
Yeah.
So people can see the whole process.
Mm-hmm.
Which sounds sketch to me in the first place. So we're getting back to Bam. It's a whole thing. Lima says that the death certificate or whatever, the report, autopsy report, whatever, says that she had a seizure of some sort.
Okay.
So in my head, I'm like, well, that makes sense because you have it in virtual reality every day.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. I mean, that checks. But then this crazy person, allegedly crazy, is a lawyer of some sort on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
She is obsessed with, what's the movie? Reese Witherspoon.
Legally Blonde.
Yeah. She's obsessed with it. To the point that that's why she became a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Looking at this woman, you would not even think she knows her ABCs. And I said what I said. And I stand by that.
Does she have like the Legally Blonde look?
Yeah.
Like blonde.
Blonde. And she's wearing these like pink pom-pom headbands.
Mm-hmm.
But not like the ones people do with their like face routine, like pom-poms.
Yeah. Like in real life.
Real life. On her channel. And she's like legally a lawyer. Like it's a thing.
Yeah.
She gets on here and she has already pulled the autopsy to this Amanda girl. She is like, Lima is lying, blah, blah, blah. So she goes all down this rabbit hole about the Amanda lady that passed away. Then she figures out that this Lima chick is Bam's guardian. And she goes on this rampage and gets all of these crazy internet people who like follow her and dress like her and will do anything she says. It's like a cult.
Oh, God.
It's literally an internet cult. And they are like stalking Lima and stalking her family and stalking her sisters.
Oh,
all
God.
of this. It's crazy to get free Bam. The whole thing starts out with Steve-O talking about Bam.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes into these two women who are fighting over Bam. And it has nothing to do with Bam anymore.
Crazy.
And I still watch the episode, have no idea what it was about.
I don't get how did this person get in charge of Bam's like guardianship?
His parents.
Is she like a family friend?
No,
or they were just like,
they found her
that's crazy.
because of her like virtual reality thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wild.
It's insane. And she like shows up to the house. I don't know. Hey, hello. I don't know how I feel about, turn this way. How I feel about her really, because she lied about Amanda's cause of death, which is weird. Why are you going to lie about that?
Did the cause of death ever come out?
The crazy lawyer lady said that it was natural causes essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And like a heart thing, like blood pressure, heart thing, something like that. Like
Okay.
I guess like cardiac arrest, maybe something like that. But I mean, look at the life choices.
Right.
So that kind of makes sense,
right.
you know? But then another lady that is like a host on every episode,
Mm-hmm.
I guess she's an attorney of some sort or some kind of something, I don't know. She was like, these symptoms can cause seizures sometimes. So why this person read it verbatim saying it was a seizure disorder, and this person showed us the paper
Mm-hmm.
and was like, this is what it says. We don't know what's going on. It's insane.
Yeah, that's weird.
It was the weirdest episode of television I've ever watched in my life. And I was like, I thought this was about Bam. I thought we were going to learn about Bam.
Yeah.
I've learned nothing about Bam except that he wants his house back and his brother has his house and whatever.
That's so weird.
It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I don't know. And that there's no point to this. It was just it was just crazy. I'm like, I don't understand anything that I just watched.
I just always wonder how people get started with stuff like that. Like you have this idea to do like a rehab VR thing and like people sign up for it and it like
I think she just really recruited her off the streets. I really do. I think like she was just like, hey, do you want to get sober? And the Amanda chick was like, yeah. And Amanda's dad.
Has she done it with other people or like Amanda's her first like
I think Amanda was her first like success-ish story. Huh. But her dad was involved. Amanda's dad came on and was like, we wanted her to take over guardianship to help her. And she got sober. I'm like, yeah, but then she died.
Yeah.
It was weird. It's really weird.
That is
and
weird.
This is all alleged, but it is on TV. And it was just strange.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I tried to watch it, but I don't have Discovery, so I couldn't. Like I tried to do it through Amazon Prime, but you have to have like a Discovery add-on.
See, I have no idea. I just watched. I saw it. Somebody was talking about it, or no, what it was is one of my podcasts that I listen to did a coverage of like the second episode, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
The girl that died twice. You talk about a crazy. Would you like me to tell you about it? Sure. It's insane. I can do short version. The band one has no point. They ended the show, and I still have no idea, like I said, what it was about. Besides the fact that he lost his mind and started spray painting like his brother's fences and stuff.
Yeah. The last thing I remember seeing about Bam was when he like ran into the woods at his like house or his parents'
That
house or
cabin
something,
thing?
and they were like trying to find him, and he was just like out in the woods.
Oh yeah,
That's the
yeah.
last I remember seeing. Like
This I think happened
of them.
after that
Yeah,
because he had a lot of charges, but she got
Oh,
him
yeah.
out of them somehow by doing like
Lima
the guardianship.
or the legally
Lima
blonde
did.
lawyer.
No, I don't think that lady has anything to do with anyone. Like, I mean, I don't think anyone's out here hiring her. You know what I mean? I think she's literally just bored and is like, I have a cult.
Reese Witherspoon's doing a Legally Blonde TV show. I think she's like helping produce on it. Yeah, and she
Yeah.
like picked like who's going to be the new like.
Has she announced it yet?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I seen the video of it, and it's like she picked good.
Okay.
They were like
I'll have
sitting
to
on the
watch
couch together talking, and like they sound the same, and they like act like have the same.
Yeah.
Like it is.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that she had picked someone to do it, and I
Mhm.
actually thought it was a movie. But I don't know.
I want to say it's a series, but
It's
it
probably
could
a
be
series,
a movie.
but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
just saw a
remember.
thing like in passing.
Yeah.
The girl that died twice. So there's this family. Well, let me rephrase. There's this mom that has multiple children, multiple people. It's in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
She's had like affairs. She's had the kids, stayed with the husband, had another affair, whatever. She's been married multiple times, had all these kids.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the time of this story, I think she has 3 kids, maybe 4.
Mm-hmm.
They get taken. They go to like a foster home
Mm-hmm.
where they are like living their best life. They love it there so much.
Mm-hmm.
She gets remarried to like a 17-year-old, which and apparently in the 60s was a thing, and you could do that.
Okay.
Has another kid. So maybe it was just the 3, and then she has a kid with him.
Yeah.
So then the state's like, yeah, okay, you can have your kids back. Whatever. I
Mhm.
think they're in New York, possibly. Can't remember. That doesn't matter. Anyway, she goes to the foster home to pick up her children. The one sister is like, I don't want to go home with you. She's 6. She's like,
Mhm.
I don't want to go. I'm not going. So she pees on her. And the mom gets out of the car, takes her back to the front door, and is like, I don't want this one. You can have her. And literally verbatim, just, I don't want her.
Yeah. That's
Drops
crazy.
her off. Takes the other 2. So they're gone with the new baby and the new stepdad.
Yeah.
They leave. Okay. This girl grows up with this family, is awesome, has
Mhm.
the best life. Then something happens, and one of the other sisters gets in contact with that one and is like, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. Like they were writing letters back and forth, and then they abruptly stopped and all this thing. So they ended up meeting up somehow. And she's like, yeah, Mary ran away. The other sister.
Yeah.
And she's like, what do you mean she ran away? She's like, she just ran away. We just woke up one day and she was gone. 13 years old. She just left.
Yeah.
And our mom said we're never to talk about her again. We're never to speak about her. Burnt all of her belongings and all her pictures. Gone. Burnt them.
Interesting.
Right. Red flag.
Yeah.
One might say.
Yeah.
That's a red flag. Okay. So the sister that was adopted is in like, that's weird. Where would she go? And why did she run away? Like, obviously, I understand why she ran away because they're terrible, but like, what made her decide that day to like go?
Yeah.
And the other sister's like, well, our stepdad's dog died, and he thought that we poisoned the dog, or thought that Mary specifically poisoned the dog, and and it died, and that was like his best friend, and he lost it, and they got into an argument, and that night she ran away. And I'm like, allegedly that sounds weird. Whatever.
Yeah.
So long story short, they start searching for her and all these things, and like it's been X amount of years. They get the police is getting back involved because there was nothing they could do back then, because back then a runaway's a runaway, whatever.
Yeah.
So I think it's been like 30 years or something by this point. And they're like, well, we need to try to find her. And so they bring like dogs out to the house where she ran away from. 3 dogs, 3 different occasions, mark the same spot,
Mm-hmm.
one at a time, because they had go out by themselves, mark the spot. The next dog does it. Next dog does it. 3 dogs, same spot. So they dig. They find like a tennis shoe, like a hair ribbon or something just like odd little things,
Yeah.
but like strange to
Right.
be in a hole in your backyard.
Yeah.
Then they go to another house that this same family moved to. Dogs mark again in the backyard, but they don't really find anything. So I'm like, they dug her up and moved her
Yeah.
with them. Because in my head, allegedly, the stepdad offed her.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Buried
They
her.
killed her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then covered it up. Maybe it was an accident, maybe not, whatever. They buried it in the backyard. Said she ran away. Then, so we're like, oh, well, it's solved. We just have to figure out where she's at, whatever. The same week that all this is going down, the parents are still alive, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
In Phoenix, Arizona, This is like, I think they were in like New York or somewhere crazy. In Phoenix, Arizona, a woman is pulled over for having stolen tags on her vehicle. Now, mind you, Mary's social security number had never been used. So there's no ID of her. No one in the world has an ID with this name on it. So they pull the car over and they get the ID and it says Mary whatever. I can't remember the name. Mary whatever. And they're like, wait a minute. Isn't someone looking for this person? Like they just reopened a case or whatever. So they call the other police department like, hey, we found the Mary chick y'all are looking for. And they're like, no, you didn't. She's literally dead. And they're like, no, I'm looking at her. Like, we have her in custody 'cause she stole a truck.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So the sisters come down to meet her. And they're like, we can't tell. 'Cause it's been years.
Yeah.
And they're like, some of the things that she knows, she would know. So that, she's telling us that we dropped off this sister and us two went with the mom and the stepdad and he was 17 and da-da-da-da, whatever.
So she was saying, like, yeah, her.
Yeah, she's claiming to be her.
Yeah.
But she gets cancer and she dies. And on her deathbed, she's like, y'all are still trying to figure out who I am and I am her. Like, I am her. So she died with whatever truth there is. She's gone. Because the parents are obviously like, yeah, of course that's her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't kill her.
That's exactly, that's her. They do DNA test, and it comes back to a match to the mom. However, the year that she was born, there was also another affair that could have produced a child that maybe the mom left with someone else. So the sisters know that there are multiple children in the world that are their siblings, but they don't know them. So we end the story with a girl has died twice. We think murdered, but then she wasn't murdered because she's in Phoenix, Arizona with a stolen vehicle, and now she's in jail, and then she dies of cancer. So she's died twice now. Yeah. This Mary person, and we don't know.
That's crazy.
We have no clue. The sisters fully are convinced that she died at 13. And that this is another sister of theirs, but not that one, and that the mom and the stepdad paid off this sister to take on that identity to get them out of a murder rap.
Yeah, but how would that sister just so coincidentally happen to get pulled over around the time that, like that's...
I think it was all set up. I don't know. Not the pulling over, but they had an ID printed.
And why would that sister have agreed to be someone completely different than she was?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but the one sister that started the whole investigation, the one that was adopted, she actually lives in North Carolina. She moved that one in with her and said that she had 4 personalities, like legitimately, and you could tell by her stature, the way she walked, the way she spoke, her voice would change.
Like schizophrenic?
Yeah. And she was like, and that's why I believe that my mom, or she called her like Charlotte or whatever her name was, she doesn't call her mom, could have easily convinced her to take on the persona of my dead sister.
Yeah, but I also feel like that would be hard to do if you had 4 personalities.
It's a whole...
How do you know? Yeah,
I'm telling you,
crazy.
If you want Solved Cases, the Curious Case show, don't watch it. But I was in it, and I was like, this is insane. So did she die or did she not? Well, she's dead now. But was she murdered, or what? Did she really run away? And whatever. I don't know. It was insane.
I just think it would be so interesting to be the person that, like, everybody's trying to solve this mystery about, and, like, everything. And
then you just die.
Yeah.
And on your deathbed, you're like, I need to tell y'all. And she's, like, still going with it. And everyone's like, no. Yeah. You're lying.
Well, that's like people say OJ admitted he didn't, but it was like a clickbait going around when he died that like he admitted on his deathbed that he
did it
or whatever.
I don't think he did it. I said what I said. I think he was involved, but that's a whole nother thing.
No, I just deleted something in my notes and I don't remember what it was.
Oh my God. What are you going to do?
I didn't mean to. I was trying to delete something else that I already talked about.
I think you can undo it at the top.
I think I know what it was.
Oh, okay. Well, what is it?
I seen this like guide talking about, here it is. All the Disney movies are set in different like all the princesses are from different countries. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I just thought they were all like in America.
No.
But like each princess like like there's one from Scotland, there's one
Yeah.
from Germany, like there's
Merida's from Scotland. Frozen's what? Denmark?
Norway.
Norway? Okay. Who's German? Aurora?
Is that Rapunzel? The
No,
one with the long
Sleeping
Rapunzel's
Beauty.
Germany.
She's Germany?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did know this. I saw a TikTok about it.
Yeah, dude, I didn't know any of that because they're all in English and
Yeah.
like none of them have accents and stuff. So I'm like,
I'm trying to think. I saw a girl that is a Disney princess. She's on a real one. She's on TikTok and she does like get ready with me's to be whatever princess I'm going to be today.
yeah,
And she was talking about how in different countries and different states that have Disney World, Disneyland, whatever, some princesses don't come to certain countries, or some princesses are only in certain countries at the parks.
oh, so like if you go to one Disney, they might not have like, you know, Ariel or something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah. Where Pocahontas is here though. Like in the movies, like Pocahontas will be American.
Mm-hmm.
And then who else was it? Merida's from Scotland.
Sleeping Beauty's France.
She's French.
Yeah.
Isn't Belle from France?
Belle is England. Cinderella's England.
Huh.
The Moana is Polynesia. Who's this one?
I don't know.
She's United States. Who's she?
Is that the frog one from yeah. The one she from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
That one. I can't think of the movie.
Snow White's Germany.
I could see that.
Ariel's Denmark.
Ariel's Denmark?
Yeah,
Aren't the waters cold there?
probably. I guess
What?
mermaids don't care. Yeah.
She was giving me very tropical. Not
Yeah.
Denmark.
Yeah, because they wear like the little tropical bikinis and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Now I'm gonna have to look that up though, because I don't feel like those fish that she's friends with would be in Denmark.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too cold there.
Right. And what's his name? Sebastian? He does not
He's
sound
Jamaican. Isn't
Yeah.
he Jamaican?
Yes, he's something like that.
Whatever. That's why do people do this? Why can't like some of them are believable. I could see Snow White being Germany.
Right.
That makes sense.
I could see the Frozen sisters being Norway.
Yeah. For sure. But I thought that Belle was France because in one of the songs, one of the guys sounds super French.
She is France.
Oh, okay.
I thought this was Belle. This
Which one?
is Tarzan.
That is Tarzan. Mhm.
That's England.
Yeah.
Which, weird. But
yeah. But, you know, we've already talked about how, like, they're all connected, supposedly,
Oh, yeah.
through time.
Yeah.
It's insane.
There's
I love
been
Disney, though.
some crazy tea in the reality world.
What?
Mason Dissett, Courtney, and Scott's.
Yeah, has a kid.
Yeah.
Are you proud that I know
He's
this?
always dropping, like, the tea or whatever, like, when he's not supposed
Yeah.
to be and stuff like that. But, yeah, there apparently he has. And there's people, I obviously don't believe this, but there's people that say that, like, Courtney and Travis's new baby is, like, actually Mason's kid, and like that was like the cover up so they can like raise the kid.
Did they already have the kid?
Yeah.
Travis has had the kid?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like they've had the kid, and like his name's Rocky, and but I'm like, that doesn't even make sense.
No,
That's
I mean,
not
that's weird.
correct at all. But yeah, no, that he just dropped that he has a 1-year-old daughter named, what was it? I can't remember.
I don't remember the name, but the only reason I know about this is because, as we all could guess, I'm all up in the Bad Baby Alabama Barker drama.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is giving me a life I did not know that I needed.
Yeah.
Which I've always thought Bad Baby was hilarious. I have always
Oh, God.
That
She makes me
doctor-
cringe
oh,
so
for
hard.
sure,
They
but
both
I
do.
love it. I love it. I love it so much. And I heard or saw or whatever that he dropped that to get focus off of Alabama.
Wait, who dropped what? Oh, Mason
Yeah.
dropped that.
Because Courtney got brought into it, and then the mom got brought into it, and
Yeah.
then Bad Baby's mom got brought into it, and so they were like, you need to get this off.
And then Bad Baby posted the video where she's like dancing on a guy that looks like Travis. Yeah.
I loved it so much.
I just
loved it
don't
so
see
much.
how Alabama is the way she is. Because, like, her brother's nothing like that. Her dad is clearly nothing like
Yeah.
that. Her mom, like, ish, I could kind of see.
But even not, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just so
And
funny.
also, Alabama used to not be like that.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
It's
like,
a
it came
phase.
out of... I seen someone saying that, like, she had, like, the perfect opportunity to be, like, Visco girly Nepo
Yeah.
baby.
She
Like,
is a
and she
Nepo
was
baby.
Like, well, yeah, but
Yeah.
like, you know, the generic when you
Right.
think Nepo
Mhm.
baby, and she was like, nah, I ain't gonna do any of that.
No.
Like, I'm gonna
I
shock
mean,
you all.
She's just shocking everyone, and that's fine. Like, you do you. I don't
Yeah.
care what you do.
Yeah,
But
It's
it's
just funny.
Oh, it's so funny. But what killed me the most was Bad Baby dressing like her to do videos for TikTok and like
Mhm.
having one eyelash on and like wearing the pajamas and like all this stuff. It sends me every time. I'm like, this is just, it's too funny. It's so, imagine having beef with someone so hard that you just spend all this money, go to the most extremes to diss them
Yeah.
and to care that much about somebody to do that.
Right. And shouldn't you also be beefing with your baby daddy more than you are
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
the girl that, you know,
Both of
is
them.
yeah.
You need to diss both of them if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Because A, they were friends, so that is shady on Alabama's part. If Alabama would have been a stranger and she just now found out about it and didn't know about her, didn't know about Danielle or whatever, then yeah. Then, okay, whatever. Maybe y'all should do a diss track together against him. But she did know.
Yeah.
And they were friends, so that's shady, obviously. But he's just as guilty, and it's not even the first time.
Yeah.
So but whatever. I don't know how to do dissing. That's not my thing. But I just find it hilarious. And is the song on my playlist? Yeah, it is.
I haven't heard it all the way through. I've only ever
Great.
seen, like, I've seen clips on TikTok of it. But did you see the video where she was talking about how, like, she got in, like, who is the baby daddy? I don't even know.
Oh, I don't know who he
Okay.
is. Yeah.
Well, she got in, like, the baby daddy's car, and there was, like, because
The
they
code thing
obviously
ticket.
live in a gated neighborhood.
Yeah,
and it,
in
like,
Calabasas.
and it had, like, Alabama's address. And she was like, and he was trying to say it, like, wasn't, that he, like, has a friend that lives in there.
Yeah, he
when it
went
was
to see the friend.
Alabama's. Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. He was like, why do you have Bama's address? And I was like, oh, why do you? How do you answer that?
Yeah.
What was your answer? But yeah, he's like, I was there seeing one of my buddies. Oh, were
Mhm.
you? Because Alabama posted a picture of y'all laying in her bed. So,
Yeah.
but as a parent, I'll be so real with you. As a parent, if my kid is in an online beef with someone,
Mhm.
assuming my kid's a singer or rapper, whatever.
Yeah.
And they start embarrassing themselves, I'm pulling it.
Yeah.
Like, you're living in my house. You're not going to be, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Stop acting like this. Stop doing all of this. Let her act the way she's going to act or whatever. But she awoken her because Danielle's been,
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard her name at all until this happened.
She has cancer.
Yeah. Didn't know that.
Had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
So she's being a mom,
Didn't know that.
cancer.
Right.
And now you're starting this and you have awoken her.
Yeah.
And that's on you because she don't care. We all knew 10 years ago she did not care at all. Hilarious. I find it hilarious.
People were saying they think that MGK wrote Alabama's diss because, like, she's friends with Travis and stuff like that. There's no proof to that whatsoever, but that's, like, what people are speculating because he's, like, best friends with her dad and everything. But
I haven't seen that. I heard Lotto wrote it or did something on it, and then I heard that
I don't even know who that
Kanye,
is.
I don't either, that Kanye was on Bad Babies, but then he apparently made a statement saying he wasn't on Bad Babies.
Yeah, he posted a video and
Yeah.
was like, I didn't know that this was
Yeah.
that beef
And
at all.
well, that's funny. But and Soulja Boy's mad because his name got brought up, so he's acting some type of way on the internet right now about it. Was talking about like fighting her.
Okay.
That's extreme.
Fighting, like, the
Bad Baby.
children that are
Yeah.
arguing.
Yeah, the 21-year-old,
Yeah.
22-year-old.
And how old is Soulja Boy?
I
Like,
have no
50
idea.
at this point?
Not 50. He can't be 50.
No?
Maybe, I don't know. Oh, that's funny though. Speaking of like being a child, let's get into a deep conversation. If you could go back and have coffee with your younger self, what would you tell her?
Probably, like, I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know either. I mean, I do know. I would tell her to avoid certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I would tell her that. I would just be like,
Oh, I would. I'd be like, look, don't.
yeah.
Just don't.
I'd probably tell her to stop being so shy.
Yeah.
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 Because I was like, I'm still shy.
You are a little shy.
Yeah. And
I
if
feel
I
like
could have
you've-
like broke out of that when I was younger.
I feel like you have broken out of that though. Like getting older.
It like comes in phases. Like
Yeah.
I'll go through phases of not being shy and then I'll randomly get shy again.
That's so weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. that's been like a thing going around on the internet, and I was
Yeah, I've
like,
been seeing people. I've seen some really cute ones too. I've
Yeah.
seen some hilarious ones and some like super cute ones.
I saw one that said something about I met up with my younger self and she did a shot of Fireball and rolled her eyes at me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
But all the ones that are like, you know, I met and she was 15 minutes late and I was like right on time and stuff like that. Like none of that has changed to me. Like I still
Yeah.
drink the same kind of coffees I've
Yeah.
always drank. I
I don't.
still am always 30 minutes early everywhere I go. Like I honestly don't think I have changed enough yet to have to go
To do
tell.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm with the same guy I was with.
That's true.
Like
You are, yeah. I don't know. I would change a lot. I would just warn her. Like, bro, you're about to meet some people you don't need it.
yeah.
Like, it's not going to benefit you at all. In fact, quite the opposite. Just don't go that route or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I think about, because I'm a deep thinker, I'm like, but if she didn't go through that, she wouldn't be where she is now. And so all of this wouldn't have happened and all that wouldn't have happened, like the train of events or whatever. you
right,
call it wouldn't have
yeah.
happened. So I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't drink coffee. Well, I drank black coffee actually. And do you remember Full Throttles?
Mm-hmm.
They were so bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
I drank 3 of them before school every day.
Yeah, that's awful.
How did I not have a heart attack? That's insane.
Yeah.
Because I don't even drink Red Bull anymore. I did have one the other day for the first time in like months because I'm scared they're going to give me a heart attack.
I love the taste of Red Bull. I wish they would make like caffeine free Red Bull.
Just the flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, maybe we should send an email.
Yeah.
What's he about to do?
Now that he stinks and
Oh, I got you.
I just gave him a bath too. I think it's because
What do you eat? She's like, I love you.
I love you. His food is like salmon because I think he's allergic to chicken.
Ah.
And so it makes his breath smell like fish.
Ooh,
and he's
gross.
out of his dental chews, so I need to
Yeah.
get him some more.
Speaking of like things that make you cringe, that was a few sentences ago, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this dating game on TikTok, and it's like all these people. So you have like the one single person, right? No, I'm assuming all these people are single too, but you have like the one that's like the person choosing the date,
Yeah.
and then you have all of the like contestants, I guess,
Right.
and they each hold a balloon and a needle, and the person comes
Oh,
out.
I've seen this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they pop the balloon just at first sight. If you don't like the person, they pop the balloon, they're out.
Yeah.
Or they like ask a question, don't like it, they pop the balloon. Or that person can go pop a balloon.
Yeah.
That gives me the ick so bad.
Does
It
it?
made me cringe. I was like embarrassed for people. I was like, this is so embarrassing. Because what if you walked out and you were thinking that you look really good
Mm-hmm.
and like 4 people pop their balloons?
Well, have you seen the ones that's like real life Tinder? Like there's a line of girls or boys either, and they have to walk up to the person,
No.
and the person either swipes left if they're interested, like literally takes the person and moves them either this way if they're
No.
interested or this way if they're not, to their face.
No. And physically moves them?
Yeah.
Absolutely
I just
not.
would never. Well, not.
Well, yeah, but
like
I
it
mean,
just
yeah.
says like either
Right,
go,
yeah.
yes or no.
No.
But I would never sign myself up for that.
No.
Ever. I'm
That's
like,
embarrassing.
yeah, that's terrifying.
That would give me such a complex, whether negative or positive. If, like, say no one swiped left. Is left bad?
I
don't know.
Yeah.
Say no one.
Swipe
Everyone
the good-
wanted
yeah.
you. Everyone wanted you. Thought you were beautiful. That would give me a complex.
Yeah.
Everyone thought I was ugly. That would give me a complex. There's no good thing coming out of this.
Yeah.
For me, anyway. But I'm also kind of vain, so whatever. There was a human knee found on Topsail Beach,
Ew.
and that's all that we
Like
know.
a kneecap,
Yeah.
like the bone.
And they keep taking it off of the internet. Yeah. Because my uncle tagged me in it on like one of the Topsail pages. And I was like, is that a human bone? And I was sitting beside my nurse friend. I was like, is this a human knee bone?
I think of all the bones to find, that's probably the weirdest one.
It had been sawed.
Ew.
Yeah. And I'm like, my uncle's like, have you heard anything? I was like, no, I can't find it on the internet.
Yeah, and they're sure it was a human.
Oh, it's human.
That's weird.
It's like, and they found a jawbone, like a jaw. Human.
Had it been sawed?
I don't know. I didn't see that one.
That's weird.
Isn't it crazy?
I also wonder what the purpose of sawing the bone is.
See, my family started going in like surgery and was like, well, they probably just had a knee replacement. I'm like, why would a knee replacement knee be in the ocean?
Yeah, and do they saw into your knees when
I
they
don't
do
think so. I
knee
was like,
replacements?
Mama's had one. She didn't get her leg hacked off.
Yeah, you just get a new knee, don't you? Like
That's what I thought.
yeah.
Either way, that's not what happened.
Wait,
it's not
when you
surgery.
get a knee
yeah,
and
they
like
take the
hip
knee out.
replacements and stuff, you get new bones?
I
I'm
have
confused.
no idea. I have no clue.
Because I know
But
like
I'm pretty sure
heart
they don't just cut
replacements
it
and
off.
stuff, you obviously get organs, but
Yeah.
like I don't think, are they connected?
What?
Bones in your body.
Yeah.
Well, because on skeletons and stuff, they're not connected.
Yeah, with the joints.
They're like
the
laid
joints.
out.
Well, the joints
muscles
connect.
hold the
yeah.
joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the bones themselves aren't connected.
I guess.
The muscles connect them.
I guess.
Yeah. So they wouldn't have to saw your bones because they just move your muscles.
But these were all still connected. The bone, it was like from here to here on the beach. I should have screenshotted it. I didn't know they were going to take it off.
Yeah.
They did. They took it
that's
off.
weird.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah.
What could you imagine having your morning coffee on the beach,
Mm-hmm.
looking for shark's teeth, and there's a whole human kneecap?
I don't think I would know it's a human kneecap. I'd be
Oh,
like,
you would. Like, if it was this one, yeah, there was like no question. I looked at Elena. I was like, is this a human? And she's like, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's sick. What do you think it was? Murder. It's got to be murder. It has to be murder.
Yeah. Or
has
like
to.
a cemetery somewhere got washed up in a
I didn't
storm
even
or
think
something.
about that.
Yeah.
Why was it knee sawed off, though?
Yeah.
It's like sawed. Like, it was sick.
Yeah.
And then I was like, shark. But a shark would look different than that. Like, the shark teeth marks would be different.
Also, if it was a murder, that's super weird. Because, like, you saw, you cut their body.
Yeah.
If, like, you cut their body
To
parts off, I
dispose.
guess you could go through the
yeah.
bone.
I keep
Yeah.
checking the page. Like, has anyone found any more body parts just washed up? Sick. Oh, so sick.
Ew.
But I'm so
and
intrigued.
I like swim in the ocean and
Yeah.
stuff, and there could
I
be
love swimming in the ocean.
yeah, and there could just be body parts.
Oh, there's for sure body parts.
Ew.
Every time.
No, there's not.
You know a shark is watching you every time you're in the ocean?
Yeah, and did you know that there's also like with every like dolphin you see, there's like a buttload of sharks down there
I
around
can see
them?
that.
I learned that when I was doing the dolphin tour in Florida.
I can see that. Did you know that it's apparently like illegal to have any kind of interaction at all with dolphins? And now people are saying that's
Mhm.
because they can tell us about the aliens. I'm like, what are you talking?
When I did the dolphin tour, we did it on our honeymoon or whatever, and we were in a circle on jet skis. They were jumping full breach out of the water and back in. And apparently that's like the guy that does the tour said that like you see dolphins 98% of the tours, but it's
Yeah.
super rare to see them jump full breach like that. I was really crying. It was the most amazing thing ever. But also you're not supposed to interact with
Yeah,
is it manatees?
manatees.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
see the one where it was holding the girl's leg?
Yes, and I'm like,
Oh,
how do you
sent that to
not
me, I
rub?
think.
Yeah. I was like, how do you not rub him?
Yeah. Oh God, I would.
Oh,
have
I would
to.
want to hug
Yeah.
him so hard. Like, he's so cute.
I would be like,
Oh.
because I didn't know before that, so I would just be, I didn't know that you can't pet them.
Yeah,
because
and-
I never knew that until that video. And
Right.
people were like,
But I just don't understand that. Like,
and
what do
that's
you think
also
they're gonna
sad
do?
for the manatees. Like they're probably like, why won't they touch me?
Oh, I'm touching one. I don't care. You heard it here. If a manatee hugs me, I'm one arm and hugging that thing back.
When we were in Fort Lauderdale, we were swimming in the ocean. And, manatees are really popular
Yeah.
in Fort Lauderdale. And there was one coming, and I want to say Kale thought it was a shark or something. So like
when y'all were
cleared
kids?
out, yeah,
Yeah.
cleared out the water.
It was just a
saying it was
manatee.
a shark. Yeah, no, it was a manatee.
But I mean, I feel like they would be kind of scary. They're huge.
Oh, they're massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when you just see a shadow coming at you,
Right.
obviously you're
You
going to
think it's a shark for
Yeah.
sure. Speaking of the ocean, I didn't even have this in my notes, which is crazy. The little anglerfish. It is my Roman Empire.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
we
love
haven't filmed since.
No, I have her tattooed on my arm, but I dreamed about her, thought about her, cried about her every day for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Every day that somebody posted, and when someone made that little comic strip of her and Steve Irwin
Yeah.
sent to me, I was sitting there in my living room, and Jake was like, "What is wrong?" He's like, "I can't stop crying about it. Like, I cannot stop crying about it." And then, of course, he's like, "Well, there's TikTok saying she was just full of gas and it just lifted her to the top."
Yeah.
Okay, but still, that's sad.
It's so funny that you went the romanticized route and I went the logic route. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like normally it's vice versa.
It is,
and I
yeah.
romanticize everything. Because I was
Oh.
like, yeah, it's just like
Something's wrong with it.
It's fun to think like,
Yeah.
oh, she just wanted to see the sun, but like
No.
realistically, that's not.
She
the
just
case at all.
couldn't stop floating
yeah,
up.
Yeah, but it's fun to think that. Like it's
It
gives
changed
you
my
something to
whole
live for. I guess.
life. It changed my whole life.
Yeah.
I was like, she just wanted to see it.
Yeah.
She knew she was dying, and she wanted to see it, and she did.
Yeah.
And this is crazy. And at first, it's like, this thing is this big.
I thought so too. I thought they
She's
were massive.
this big.
And Finding Nemo, they make them look
Yeah,
massive.
I think they're different sizes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I seen in the
But-
comments someone
Ugh.
said depending on the type.
And she
or
doesn't have a
whatever.
name. No one named her.
God, I wonder. You know how far she had to? She didn't have a name. I thought
She has a
someone-
name?
Yeah.
I just kept saying people were calling her her.
no, she has a name,
Let
and
me
now I
see.
can't. It's like a very like
Black anglerfish that changed the world.
name. Yeah, she definitely. I seen someone. I think the people that found her or like
They
studied
should have.
her or whatever.
How were they
named her.
just there? Out of all of the ocean,
Yeah, that's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I think they do that for a living. So, like, it's probably, you know, their chance areas are more likely than, like,
I'm sure,
ours,
yeah.
obviously, because
But I just feel
how
like
often they're out there. But
out of all of the water in all of the world, you just happen to be there at
This
that time and you
tiny
spot
little
this
angler-
tiny, well, it's like 6 inches, but this tiny little thing. Let's see, in February, black sea devil anglerfish, also known as the humpback anglerfish, was filmed swimming. What is her name?
Yeah. See, someone said, I want to say, no, not Malachi, but I want to say it's like
That's
something
cute.
along the lines of that.
Yeah.
Did you see where, like, a week later, some people were walking on the beach and a doomsday fish was up in, like, they were trying to get it back in the
I
water?
did see that. Rhonda sent it to me.
Yeah, and I was like, the aliens
They're
are sending all the fishies up.
yeah. And why?
Yeah.
Why are they sending?
And then I started to panic because I have a fear of tsunamis, and then I saw that, like, doomsday fish can be a sign of, like, a tsunami or something coming.
Where that was in Florida, right?
The doomsday fish?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mexico.
I can't
Yeah, because
remember.
Rhonda apparently is going there.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I was like-
yeah, because I was going to go too, but I can't because Con's little brother's graduating college that same
I can't find her name.
week.
He's graduating college.
Yeah.
We're old. No, I'm old.
Yeah.
Don't say yeah.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I am
No,
old.
yeah, I've already said you're not old until you're like 90, but
No, you know what? I was craving. I can't find her name. That's really sad. I want to know her name. But I was craving being old like today.
ew, I will never crave being old.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I was craving. I just want to sit on my front porch. And I want to like smoke pipe tobacco
Yeah.
and not care if it's gonna make me sick, because I'm 98.
Yeah, but just think about when you're like the point of old where like you don't see your kids all the time anymore. Like
will
they
just
might
curse
come visit
them.
you.
I'll
but-
curse them. So that's on them. They should know better.
We went out to eat yesterday for Colin's sister's birthday, and whenever we like came out, we were like standing in a circle like by our cars talking, and I was like, we look like we were in full formation circle. I was like, people think we're doing a seance out here.
That's fine.
yeah, like why are
that's
we
fine.
standing in this perfect circle?
I personally love a parking lot circle.
Oh, I do too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't mind them.
Our friend Cassie doesn't like them.
Yeah.
But no, I
That's-
love a parking lot circle. It's the best conversation.
Yeah, no, I don't know. We stood there for like 2 hours talking.
Yeah.
but-
Do you know what gives me the most anxiety these days?
What?
Well, a lot of things. But leaving somewhere
Mhm.
and like I'm having a conversation, but I need to go, but I don't want to be rude.
Oh yeah.
Like for instance, yesterday, and they like love me regardless. So like there was no reason, and they don't even know I had anxiety about it. So I got in my car and I was like,
Mhm.
oh my god, like my jaw started hurting. I went to Tony's house for a minute, and then I was coming back home, but I was only staying for a second because the kids were napping, and like I wanted to be back to help Jake or whatever.
Mhm.
And I'm like going to leave, and I'm like having a conversation. We're talking about Criminal Minds, and then we get on a serial killer, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to leave. This is such a good conversation. And so I'm like standing at the door, and I'm like trying to leave, but I don't want to leave, but I have to. And that feeling of like I'm talking too much, but I need to leave, gave me the most anxiety.
Yeah. I
And-
get that.
Yeah. And I felt weird
Yeah.
for no reason. Like they're literally my family, but I was like, was I weird?
Yeah, that's what I get anxiety about. Am I overstaying my welcome or not? Like I'm like
Oh yeah.
I never know the limit of when someone wants me to go home because I'm the kind of person like I'll kind of hang out forever.
Yeah. I'm like
And
that though.
Yeah, and I'm always like, do they want me to leave?
Yeah, you have to just tell me to leave.
Or
Because I don't even pick up on cues.
Yeah.
Like you just got to be like, can you go home? And like, yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
I always feel like sometimes I feel like I'm gonna leave too early because I'll start thinking like, oh my god, what if they do? Especially if it's just like a quick drop by. Like I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, I need to run this by
That's how it
or
was yesterday.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, and then like I'm like, do they want me to leave or can I hang out longer?
Why do we
Because-
have anxiety? Like anxiety is so stupid.
Yeah,
It's so stupid.
yeah. I learned the other day that like if I don't think this is why I have anxiety at all, but some people in the world, this is probably the cause of a lot of their problems. Apparently, childhood trauma can be passed through sperm. Yeah. Like if the dad has a bunch of like childhood trauma and a lot of like psychological issues that have like, came from that, it can be passed in their sperm to their children to where their brain is just kind of in that same like fight or flight sort of sense as like the dad's childhood trauma,
Ew.
which is crazy.
I heard the same thing, but maternal,
From the mom. That makes sense too.
like generationally.
yeah. Which explains why a lot of families
Yeah,
like just
my
can't break
family-
the curse,
my family, I don't think they really believe in anxiety. So I'm not sure that's where I got mine.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could see that. Speaking of semen, have you seen the jewelry? The way your body just stopped. That people are making from semen.
Ew.
Yeah.
I've seen like the what people make with their like booby milk,
Yeah. Same concept.
but semen. That's
But semen.
disgusting.
When
I don't even necessarily love the booby milk trend. I definitely ain't wearing
I'm
semen
not
around
doing.
my neck.
I mean, well, I didn't breastfeed, so that was not in my cards. But I didn't mean to see this video. It was like a stitch, like a duet video.
Yeah.
So it like started. I was like, "What am I watching right now?" It's like flour.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't. It wasn't flour.
Ew.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my god, someone making a necklace out of their sourdough starter? That's hilarious." No, it was sperm.
Ew.
And it flipped over to a guy and was like, "What?" And I was like, "No, really, what?" And now I've watched it, so now it's on my thing.
Yeah.
Like now my phone thinks I want to see this. And it did. And I watched another one, and
Ew.
it's sick.
Yeah.
It's sick. No offense. You do you. Art is art. Whatever. But I literally could not think of something more gross to wear around my neck.
And also, where do they collect that from?
Oh, in a
Is this
condom.
like people are like, I want to wear my boyfriend's semen, so
Yeah.
they like send it in?
100%.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know if she was just like mass collecting it and just making it just like sell random people.
Getting the leftovers from the sperm bank.
Yeah.
Can I have your leftovers? Your
Yeah.
discarded ones
Oh god.
for my jewelry?
Can you
Oh my
imagine
God.
working in a sperm bank?
No.
Yeah.
Because the way I would make it so embarrassing for everyone.
yeah. I just wonder how people choose that career path. I guess like you want to help people have babies.
Oh,
and
they're
stuff.
definitely nicer people than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I could not take that job seriously, not even if I was being paid.
I feel like it probably smells a little bit weird in there.
Probably
If you accidentally get a little on your hand, like that's really gross.
oh my god, never thought about this.
Yeah,
So-
like I'm just there. There's a lot of
Actually,
reasons I don't want to work in a sperm bank.
Do we know anyone that does that? Would you
Mhm.
come on the podcast? I would love to interview someone.
Where is our closest sperm bank?
I have no
Probably
idea.
Raleigh,
Oh,
Greensboro,
for
maybe.
sure, yeah. I have no idea, but I would love to interview someone that works there because I have so many questions.
Yeah.
Or maybe used to work there. That's probably what we need.
Yeah.
You probably can't answer many questions if you still work there because
Yeah.
of HIPAA.
We should start doing that. I want to get somebody that's worked in a prison because I
Ooh,
think that's,
yeah.
that's fun.
That'd be really fun. I actually know someone that was like a nurse in a prison.
Yeah, I know someone who did teeth in a prison.
Really?
Mhm.
Bet that's interesting.
Mhm.
I have an infected tooth right now as we
Oh.
speak. Yeah, and my dentist appointment, like my regular like cleaning appointment,
Mhm.
isn't until the 25th. So I'm like holding out,
Mhm.
and I'm telling you that I haven't eaten Tylenol like candy.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that because it's going to continue to get worse before
Yeah.
then, and you're going to have a serious issue.
Oh, it's already a serious issue for
Yeah.
sure.
Do you
like
have dental insurance?
no,
Oh.
absolutely not. And I wish I did, but I don't. And I wanted to like get some just for this procedure, but that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Whatever. But no, it's the one I had a root canal on.
Mm.
Yeah, and so I'm just gonna get him to pull it, I think, and put a thing in there.
Mhm.
What do you call
like a
it?
bridge or something?
Uh huh. Well, no, like like an implant that you put in.
Yeah. Oh, like one you can take in and out.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I wanted to like not come out
oh, so like a permanent
Yeah.
implant. Yeah.
because if my tooth came out, I would die.
Yeah.
Like if I was just sitting here mid conversation and my tooth came out, I would throw up.
I had a friend in high school who, while she was, because it takes a lot to get
Mhm.
a permanent implant. I'll just
Yeah.
let you know.
Oh, I know.
Now if they do.
Yeah.
But before she could get hers, like she had one that she would just have to like pop in and out. So you'd be like at lunch in high school and she'd have to like take it out to eat.
No, absolutely not. If it were the tooth behind it, I wouldn't even worry about it because you
Mhm.
wouldn't see it at all.
Mhm.
But when I do like my genuine humongous mouth smile, you can see this one. So I want to have something in there. But I also want to grill, which I told you already.
Yeah, I
but
wondered if you had ordered one yet or not.
no, I'm going to wait till closer to Music Fest. I want to wear it to Kid Rock.
When you first texted me and said you want to grill, I would thought you meant like for your whole mouth. And I was like, okay. But then when you sent me like the little cute ones, it's like, okay, that I'm on board
Could
with.
you imagine?
Yeah, that's literally what I thought because
Oh,
I didn't know
God.
that any other type of grill existed.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I thought a grill was just all your mouth.
I've always loved them. But
They're supposed to be horrible for your teeth.
Oh,
I believe.
literally only going to wear it for a picture.
Okay.
Like, let's be so for real.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, I'm just going to sit there and mess with it the whole time.
Right.
And then I'll probably swallow it, and then it'll be a whole
Yeah.
thing, and
Oh,
then I'm going
God.
to panic.
Yeah.
A girl that I follow on TikTok got some custom made. Now, I'm getting mine on Etsy, so no. but got some custom made, and they are so cool. And I was like, she has her lips done, and the girl's like, oh, that looks so sick. So now I want one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me, really. I like weird things sometimes. Not that they're weird. I think they're cool, but I don't think I would not wear it all the time because I'm too, like, weird about my teeth. I'm so weird about my teeth. And I keep having teeth dreams. That's because I have a tooth problem.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of hate teeth. They really gross me out.
They're
and
disgusting.
I have a mouthful of fake teeth. Like, so many of mine are fake. I just hate teeth.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to try this chocolate bar?
Yeah, let's try it.
We got it's not even colorful. Are you kidding me?
I've never seen the inside's colorful.
I know, but I wanted the one that was like, looks like it's spray painted. This is the Dubai chocolate bar. Better be good.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
I'm gonna tell
completely
you,
honest.
I thought it was gonna be the whole size of that box. So, guys, do better. Dubai.
I'm not sure how the texture is gonna be, and that's what I'm a little nervous about.
I think it's gonna be so good. Also, I don't have a disease. I have blisters on my fingers from hitting too many golf balls this weekend.
Okay.
I have decided that it's more healthy than the punching bag. Do you want me to break it?
Sure.
Oh. Do you want a whole half or just a square?
Just like a half. A fourth.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be good or not.
Oh, it's not as mushy as I thought.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
delicious.
That's so good.
It has, like,
Mm.
Rice Krispie vibes a little bit. Like, if it was a chocolate-dipped Rice Krispie.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess makes sense. Is that what you used whenever you made the Dubai?
That's what I use.
Yeah.
But this is called something else. It's called something with a K.
Yeah.
I can't think of it.
Yeah. That's delicious.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, it lived up to the hype.
When we were out getting stuff to make the Dubai strawberry, well, I didn't make it, Megan did. But when we were out getting the stuff, when we were checking out, the girl was like, are y'all making Dubai chocolate or whatever? And
How
we're
could you tell?
Yeah, how'd you guess?
Yeah, but I used Rice Krispies. Like, I browned them in butter, and it was the same texture. But this is that's so good.
Delish.
Oh, that was so worth $19. What's it though? Speaking of $19, have you seen the strawberry from what you call it?
Oh, yeah, Erewhon or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I tell you, that sent me to a new galaxy.
Yeah, I think that is the most genius marketing strategy. Oh my God, I'm in a marketing class right now. I should like do a project on how genius.
You should.
Because that
It
literally,
sent me.
it's a normal strawberry. It's nothing special.
I know.
Someone was just like, I can put one strawberry in a bot, and they're probably getting the biggest kick out of it ever.
Oh,
But, like,
they have to be.
yeah.
Because girls are stupid. I love you. But girls are stupid.
Yeah.
When I saw that video, I said, this cannot be for real. This cannot be. It is. And I was in bed during my like delirious state of I need to sleep, but I can't. So I'm like rattling off the most random things in the world. Jake hates me. I was like, I could not stop talking about it. I said, this is so stupid. Why? And then a guy did like a making fun of her video. And it cracked me up. But that was a night that I was so irritated. Our internet stopped working, which tells us how addicted to our internet we are, because I spiraled. Could not send my gallery to my client. Couldn't upload the spiraled. And then I was like, they think I'm lying. Like, they think I didn't do the photos or something crazy. I'm like, I'm really not lying. And they didn't think that at all. But in my head, worst case, I got to the point of insanity. I was trying to sleep in the quiet with no TV, which does not happen. I cannot do that. I could hear my eyelashes hitting my pillow, and I got up and walked in the living room, and I was like, Jake, I can't do this. He was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I need you to fix the internet. He's like, I literally can't. I was like, I can hear my eyelashes, and I'm about to rip them out of my face. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, my eyelashes are hitting my pillow. What? Because my eyes are not still when I close them. They flutter, and it's hitting the pillow.
Were you laying face down?
No.
What do you mean? Just...
No. Okay. I have this pillow that I love so much, and once I find a pillow, I will keep it for 20 years. Literally, my last pillow is 20 years old. They threw it away when I was having a C-section. My mom and Jake said that I told them they could. I don't recall this conversation.
Yeah.
My new pillow is just now getting broken. It's 5 years old. But I have it to where there's a perfect divot in the middle so that my head is concaved like this. And so this fluffy part hits my cheek.
Oh, okay.
And my lashes were hitting it, and my eyes were fluttering like they do because I drink too much caffeine. And I'm never relaxed ever. I've never felt relaxation a day of my life. And I could hear them. And it was I've never been more irritated in my life. And I couldn't do it. I had to sleep on my back like this, just not thinking about the sound that my eyelashes make.
Yeah, that's why I sleep with white noise. It
Yeah,
drowns out.
I sleep with Frasier.
Everything.
Frasier. Me and Kel were riding in his truck the other day, and he had on like his playlist, and his white noise came on. I'm like, what is this? He's like, I slept on the couch to my white noise. I was like, interesting. Okay.
God, I love white noise.
We did it for my son. Like, we played white noise for him, like rain. I can get down with rain, but any other sounds.
Ooh, no, see, rain's
What?
the worst one. I just want legitimate white noise.
What's a white noise?
Just like the white noise. It's like,
No, I don't know.
no.
That reminds me of a scary movie, like The Ring, when she comes out of the TV.
Oh, yeah, I never watched that one.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrifying. But like, describe white noise. Like, what do you, like, static?
No, it's not static. It's
Oh.
just like a
never mind.
generic, like, not hum even. It's just literally
Like a fan?
white. Yeah, kind of.
Okay, I
Or
can
like
get down
a-
with a fan.
Yeah, it's like fan-ish, I would say. Fan adjacent. But
You know, like, I would play like rainstorms
yeah,
and thunderstorms.
no, I hate rainstorm, thunderstorm,
What?
ocean waves,
No, I don't like ocean
the
waves because that just
fire
sounds like static.
crackling.
Oh, I
yeah,
love fire crackling.
not to sleep. Like, that's cool if I'm like studying or something.
Yeah.
But no, to sleep, I just want
Oh.
legitimate.
There's no way I could study
White
that.
noise.
I would fall asleep instantly.
Yeah.
I love that was my favorite one. That's the only time in my life that I didn't go to sleep watching Frasier. I would wait for him to go to sleep and then I would turn on Frasier. But he like the rain or like a rainstorm or like light thunder would put him to sleep right away.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Speaking of Frasier, I didn't know his ex-wife was one of his ex-wives was one of the Real Housewives
Mm-hmm.
of I guess
Yeah, I
Orange
didn't know
County.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently no one liked her at all.
I've never gotten to the real. I love reality TV. Literally 90% of the TV I watch is reality, but I've never. There's so many of those, and there's
Yeah.
so many seasons of all of them. I just have no. I can't get started on them because I'm just like, there's too much to start. I don't know where to start. I can't get catched up, and I would love to watch whatever one Lisa Vanderpump's on because like I love like her shows. Like,
But is that not Vanderpump Rules?
yeah, but
She's on a
she's
different.
on a Real Housewives.
Oh, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
because
Okay.
Vanderpump Rules is not about her
That's
at all. Like
different?
she's on it some, but it's not like about
See, I
her.
don't know it.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. I would like to watch reality TV. I just don't know what I would like to watch. And like you said, there's so much now of all of them. It's like, where do you even begin?
Yeah, Summer
I don't
House
know.
is my favorite. It's like the best, my most top favorite reality show
Um,
ever. Okay, do we have any final topic we want to end on today?
yeah, I'm just gonna hit on one thing and then we'll be good.
Okay.
Cat Williams looked into a camera last year during an interview and said that 2025 was gonna be the year of truth,
Okay.
and that a lot of shit was gonna surface
Uh-huh.
this year. It is March of 2025, right?
Right.
When I wrote these notes, it was February of 2025. We have found out who Jack the Ripper was
Mm-hmm.
already. The Beaumont children may have been found. That's a whole nother story. They've been
Mhm.
missing for 60 years. I mean, they're not alive. If they're found, it's their bodies.
Okay.
I haven't seen an update on that yet. 60 years old. 60-year-old cold case from Australia is working on being solved right now.
Crazy.
I don't know what kind of magic that Cat Williams puts out into the world. But he literally said that all of these things, all of these truths were going to come out in 2025 about everything, not
These
just
true- I was
about
about to say those
No.
truths specifically,
Just
or just a general
truth.
statement he made.
2025 is your truth,
Mm-hmm.
just in general. Jack the Ripper is crazy.
Yeah, that was wild.
That's 137 years.
Yeah.
137 years and a scarf or shawl, whatever you want to call it. Solve the case?
Yeah.
That is just being sold at auction?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Wild.
Who's buying this? Why are you selling this? Why is this not in
Yeah.
an FBI
yeah, that's
thing?
more the question, not who's buying, because it was like a legitimate
Yeah.
person that was buying it. But yeah, who was selling that?
Why
Why
are
was
you
that not in
selling
lockup somewhere?
evidence?
Yeah. Why had they not already tested it? Crazy.
It's insane to me. Could not get the way that I called my husband and my dad and said nobody talk. Just let me scream for 2 seconds because A, I thought it was a woman. I'll be honest with you, I thought it was a woman. B, this can't be true because now what do we have to look forward to? It's been solved. We don't.
There's plenty of more unsolved
Oh, I know.
cases.
There's so many. If John Bonet gets solved this year, because allegedly it's not solved. Whatever. I'm not allowed to talk about it because they like to sue people. If that comes out as fact, what we all think we know, I will lose it. I will lose it. It needs to at least happen next year.
Yeah.
Because I can't take any more, and it's already March. 2 of the most famous cases in the world solved. Well, one is working on getting solved, and I can't even deal with it. It's insane.
Yeah.
Cat Williams, God bless you. God bless you. And also, I heard Theo Von talk in a British accent, and I've never been more in love in my life. So, and I'll play the clip for you. It's unreal.
Oh,
but yeah,
Theo, we love him.
Oh, Theo. Oh, okay. That's
okay, y'all keep it unhinged.
all. Later.